But what does your incident response playbook look like? How often are you testing things? Which role players are involved? Yeah, just walk us through that process.
So, I mean, that is, I think, the most crucial thing to any organization, to have a properly documented and tested response plan, right? So at Discovery, I mean, it's in different stages. We have a global sort of CSIRT policy and practice documents that covers or goes through the general foundational responses and how we'd approach it. And that extends from our board down to our executives, key role players within the organization, like our risk officers, our compliance officers, legal, communications. I mean, our crisis management team, or CMT, when called upon, includes each of those roles and individuals with fully documented processes on how we follow, the nature of the event, the classification of the event or incident, and then how we respond accordingly. That is essentially tested on an annual basis. So we do tabletop exercises. I mean, depending on the type of response we want to mimic or go through, and that goes from general phishing email and something ending up in media, even if it's not true, to a full-blown global group attack. And we practice that iteratively throughout the organization, and we even bring it down to each business unit or company. So within health, we'll do a little simulation with the health executives in teams and go through that, and then a group one with our board and senior executives or excos as well. The cool part of that is also communications. I mean, with the media and everything ending up in the media quite quickly, we have proper communication playbooks. I mean, obviously with our cyber insurers and forensic experts, as well as CSIRT partners, we go through that process and test it. It's I think the lesson here is to build that muscle memory. Right, because when you're in the situation, and fortunately, touch wood, we haven't been in a major incident thus far. It's good to know, because I mean, anything you end up being overwhelmed potentially. Okay, what do we do? But having that as a guide definitely helps. Obviously, we also recognize that no two attacks are the same. Right, so there's massive room for adaptability, and I'm very fortunate that I have a solid team behind that is able to adapt to different attack vectors, methodologies, and we there's not a nice thing to say, but we kind of roll with the punches as well.